And now my production turns to oak. You know I don't like oak. And what I've done, I have taken the perfect split out of the Japa. I've put traditional knives in. These restaurants that I picked up that like oak firewood, they like it big. So I split it big. I will use the 4-way and the 6-way on these logs, and we'll get it stacked, and then we'll get them their oak. But if I have ever been excited about bringing a video to you guys, it is today. It is this one. I'm super excited. We are not just going to have an open house this year, guys. It is going to be an expo, and I have named it the International Firewood Expo 2024. I have been speaking with a number of manufacturers, sponsors of this channel, people within my network, and there is interest out there. And like last year, where it was just kind of like come and hang out, you know, this year it's going to be more of a trade show. I got people that are going to be setting up booths, bringing machines, running them, and they're all there for everyone to see and possibly purchase. I think just about everything that's going to be here is going to be for sale. And I have a very impressive list, and there's a chance it's going to get bigger. But you know, the other thing too is I still technically don't know what I'm doing. I've never ran a trade show before. And you know, I don't want there to be any hurt feelings, but there's like limited space in here, and I'm going to like make it as big as I think it will fit. And then we'll see how it goes. And then next year, maybe we'll get even bigger. I think that when I look at all the trade shows out there, I have always felt that the firewood shows should be in the spring. That's when all the machines, I think, get purchased, in the spring, because fall, you know, winter is too late. The firewood should have already been brought in. And I know why we put them in the fall, but I'm just saying, I think the spring is the time to do it, guys. But I'm just very pumped about this. So guys, it's going to be on May 18th, all day long. That is a Saturday. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Like last year, I mean, that was a lot of fun. This year, I think it can be bigger, because I've taken some steps to advertise it this year. And I know that a lot of the people that are coming here are already spreading the word. So I have written a list of all of the manufacturers and vendors that are, you know, we have a handshake agreement that they're going to come. First off, Japa will be here. And I mean, there will be people from Finland, from the factory, that will be here. And of course, Metsa Machines, the United States importer of Japa, they will be here too. I have Eastonmade will be here. We have, if you remember, VPAC, the big bagging machine. So they were going to come, but that's when I moved the date, and now they can't because it falls on their National Independence holiday. However, Kyle from Colorado with MK High Country Firewood. He is the United States importer of the VPAC. He will be here. All right. That is super cool. I have Go Fast, the people that make my wrapping machine. They're planning on coming. And on top of that, they're going to be bringing another machine that makes firewood. It's called a resaw. And I'm kind of excited to see that here. Wolf Ridge, the log splitting company. Bobcat will be here, and that is my good friend Marty from Lepo Rents. He is committed to bringing some machines down here that are able to pick up logs and move them around. Log Ox will be here. Timberwolf will be here. Are you serious? Timberwolf? Timberwolf will be showing up and bringing some log splitters. Chain Locker will be here. And Hartville Hardware, which is about an hour west of here, they are a big dealer for a lot of these firewood machines. They had committed to come set up a tent and show off some of their stuff. And then, of course, my good friend Sam from Cortland Mower, he is going to be setting up a table, probably showing off some of his saws. He's an Echo dealer. And make sure if you come into town, though, that you stop out at Cortland Mower and you say hello to him. Super nice guy. I will be putting a link to a flyer that my good friend Melissa Nagy had made for me in a pinch, and that will show the list of the manufacturers that are coming, but that is not complete right now. I still got to make updates to it, but you can check in on that list from time to time and see who's coming. We might add more to it. We might have to remove some, but I'm committed to having a super expo for not just you guys, but for the firewood industry, the International Firewood Expo. The international thing is, you know, what the heck? I mean, we got the guys from Finland coming. We have the V-Pack from Norway, and then of course Eastonmade from Canada, and then not to mention all of the United States manufacturers that will be here. Very excited, guys. I have been busy while I've been planning this open house. You know, we're pulling this row. These pallets are going to be moved over to Oakland, and that opens up extra space for these logs so that I doubled my capacity. When the log trucks come in, I can bring in even more logs. This is not the time of year to be purchasing these logs, however, guys, because anything coming out of the woods right now is going to be coated in mud, you know. But I've been stacking, I've been making firewood, and we got the trailer loaded up. Can't tell, there it is. We got the trailer loaded up for a delivery later this week. And let me turn this around. And this is the area I'm working on now. We're stacking this, filling this up with fresh split. I just have this load made off the Japa, and this is going to be stacked as soon as I'm done with this video. And we will have all of this area stacked, and then this seasoned firewood will be heading out here shortly, and that's just going to open up this entire section to be stacked. I've always estimated, you know, I got 2 rows of pallets. When this is all full and I stack it about 4.5 to 5 feet tall, we're looking at 10 cords in each one of these sections. I am very proud of this row right here. Now we're getting the trailer loaded up for a delivery that's going out. But here I got, this is probably 4 cords of cherry. This is all cherry. Beautiful looking firewood. This will all be for smokers and restaurants. This is both rows here. And I've had such an abundance of cherry this year, guys, that I had gotten away from separating it. I was just mixing it in with all of the maple and everything else, but I still wanted to have a couple rows and a big supply of it, because when you separate your species, especially with a prime species like cherry, you know, you can command a higher price for it. And I don't want Ohio Woodburner to be a non-profit organization anytime soon. This is that hickory. Gosh, is that good looking wood. This is the hickory. You saw that one video where I had loaded it all up on the live deck, and this is the kind of wood that the Japa 405 makes. Just gorgeous. When I split this and stacked it, the wind was blowing. I could smell it all the way up at the container. It was awesome. I love hickory firewood. I'm down here by the axis, guys. What I've been doing, I've been forking bigger logs, crooked logs down here, and I've been stockpiling them because here's my thoughts. You know, so last year we had a chainsaw party. A lot of guys and gals came out and brought their saws. We did a lot of splitting, and that was a lot of fun. My thoughts, though, for the open house is going to be tight in here. We're going to have a lot of different log splitter companies. I don't know if we should be running saws on Saturday. My thought is, if you guys are coming and you're probably going to be staying in a hotel, why don't you come Friday? On Friday, we can have a chainsaw party. We can get these forked around and cut up a bunch of rounds so that the splitters can run on Saturday for the expo. And it would be a time, too, for all of us to hang out and have fun and do things that we enjoy doing, which is making sawdust. So that is my thoughts. If you are considering coming, number one, thank you. But if you do, consider coming out Friday and bring your saw and your PPE, and let's knock these logs out, and we'll give the splitter company something to run on Saturday, huh? And again, this is what I had been working on today. I got the trailer full. This is all maple, and we'll get this stacked. It's looking great. This is all restaurant wood. And then I already have the live deck loaded up for tomorrow. That is all oak, and I keep my oak separate. I put it over here in this area that I call Oakland. We like to have the oak sit a while, longer than the rest of our mixed hardwoods, and that's why we keep it over here all by itself. It just seems to work out better that way. On top of trying to find manufacturers and dealers to come all the way out here to Little Cortland, Ohio for this expo. I've been working with my t-shirt lady. You probably met her last year, Linda, from Sweet Memories Vintage Tees. Okay, so she's here in town. She makes my t-shirts. She makes my company t-shirts. And her team made an awesome International Firewood Expo t-shirt. So it is up for sale on the website. I'll put a link in the description for that. So that's going to be for sale here on the day of the expo. But for those of you guys and gals that can't make it, here's a chance to add a really cool designed t-shirt to your YouTube firewood collection. And while you're on there, you'll notice you can also purchase an Ohio Woodburner Company t-shirt and the Employee of the Month t-shirt, which I will point out is an honorary t-shirt, right? We got very strict standards around here about Employee of the Month, but I've come up with an honorary shirt for everyone else. Other things that you can expect if you were here last year, you know, we had a big party tent up in the corner. We had a ton of giveaways, and I would expect the same thing again this year. Anyone that comes, I think we'll certainly have enough to give away. And I mean, we gave away everything last year. T-shirts, chain lockers, parts for chainsaws, books, pens, pencils, safety glasses. We gave away everything last year. So I would also expect there to be another big full table of giveaways up in the corner. And I'm also thinking of doing a raffle. So I'm not charging anything for this, but what I learned last year, there's expense, you know, because I got to rent these porta potties, and gosh, are they expensive. I also got to, you know, rent the party tent. So I might try to recoup some of that with this raffle. Let's raffle off maybe a chainsaw. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then I'm also looking at possibly getting partnered up with a charity where we can do a fundraiser for a worthy cause. All of these things are on my list of things to do. And I've also developed a new relationship with the local newspaper, the Cortland News, and they've been very nice. I've put an ad in there. That was the first ad I've ever put in any any paper or anything for my company. They have been very helpful. He's connected me with a number of people. And heck, I mean, he's connected me with our county's tourism bureaus. So this event has been listed on the Trumbull County tourism website. So I'm excited about that. All of this is a big deal. You know, I keep saying my whole firewood business happened by accident, and certainly my YouTube thing has. But I just feel like I've been put in this position for a reason, and I think one of them is to bring people together and to give us cause to celebrate. You know, there's something about firewood that all of us have been attracted to. I just think firewood appeals to all of the senses, the sights, the sounds, the feel, the smell, everything just makes firewood just one of these things that gets into you that you just can't get out. And what else would be a better way to express our appreciation by driving all the way out here to Northeast Ohio to hang out with me in Cortland here at the Woodyard. And here is the trailer. That's all loaded up. This is going to a restaurant. And this firewood looks awesome, guys. This is a mix of maple and cherry. And it's just bone dry. I love that stuff. Okay, guys, I don't want to ramble. I just wanted to get that word out there. Please consider coming to the International Firewood Expo 2024 right here in Northeast Ohio. Fun for all. And anything that I have to do to adjust or make announcements, I'll certainly put them on the channel. And you guys will be the first to know. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope everyone has a great day.